Hi everyone, it's Angela from Woodland Apothecary. Today I am making a Bastille soap, which is a great soap for babies. Bastille soaps are soaps that have 70% olive oil and then other oils and or butters, you know. So I will put what I have in here, the oils and the butters on the screen. But I do have 70% olive oil in here. I'm just gonna mix in my additives. So I have kale and clay in here, colloidal oatmeal. I do have my coconut milk and coconut cream. The coconut cream wasn't as thick this time, so it really doesn't need much to break that apart. So I'm making two different versions of this. This is going to be an unscented soap, and this one is going to have carrot puree in it, but no fragrance or anything. The other one that I'm making has been infused, the olive oil has been infused with calendula, lavender buds, rose petals, and violet leaf. And you can okay, so I have my lye water. And my lye water has carrot puree with it. So there is no other colorants, it's just that it's going to be a little orange from the carrot puree. So because of the high olive oil, the 70% of olive oil in the soap, it is going to take longer to set up and also to cure. So a regular Bastille soap, which is 100% olive oil, that takes about a year to actually cure. But a Bastille soap, you know, it could take even up to 6 months. I'm going to check the soap in 24 hours to see if I can unmold it, but if not, I'll leave it for 48. And you know, when you talk about using it for a baby, that's typically what Bastille soaps are used for, but anybody with skin that's more sensitive, this would be a nice soap for them as well. I'm going to try to get to a little thicker trace than I normally pour at. And because I'm making 2 different ones, each batch is like 45 ounces. Of oils. That's good. That's a nice trace. You know, with people's sensitivity, you never know. Even though I put the carrot puree in both, the herbs in the one somebody could be allergic to that. So that's why I'm doing one that's unscented without the infused oil. Okay, I'm gonna spray my mold, which I always do. This will be a nice creamy bar of soap as well. Okay, just scraping out the bowl, making sure I get everything. Tonight with the carrot puree, it's a nice like light pale yellow orange color. Okay. Really not going to do too much to this. Just let it set up. It's not really set up yet. Couple of air bubbles that popped. trying to get a couple of swirls in here, but it's taking, you know, one that's largely more liquid oils than your hard oils is going to take longer to set up and get anything that's really defined. Okay, so this is our baby Bastille soap. As I said, there'll be another batch that I'm making with this, but this will be listed as unscented on the website. It'll go on the curing rack for now, but it'll stay on that curing rack probably for a good 6 months. Same thing with the other one. I did make that earlier today, and that is basically the same soap, except for that has the herbs, and it also has essential oils in it. It has some calming, like lavender and chamomile. It's a German blue chamomile and lavender. So that's the difference between the two soaps. So thank you for watching. I will bring you back for a cutting. I don't know if you'll see this video. It may be a few weeks before I actually get this one going, since I'm going to have to wait to cut that. So, but thank you very much for watching. Okay, we're back with the cutting of the baby Bastille soap. So I did have 2 loaves. The other one, for some reason, is much softer than this one. This one is holding up a little bit better, so I can cut it. It's actually been 48 hours. I did leave this one in the refrigerator longer, so perhaps that has something to do with it. So this one, this is the one that has no scent. This is unscented. And if you remember right, I had 2 different versions. One had chamomile and lavender as the scent, but it also had some calming and herbs as well that were infused in the oil, but this one does not have anything. Just for any babies that have, you know, some extra sensitivity, this one will have less to deal with. But it's a really nice creamy bar of soap. And again, the Bastille soap has 70% olive oil in it. Real nice. Now there's not going to be, you know, with soaps, when you have a lot of olive oil and liquid type oils, you're not going to have a strong lather with that. It's going to be more of your creaminess and gentleness with that soap versus, you know, a lot of bubbles and a lot of lather, you know. So there'll be some, but not like on a regular soap. And after this, I'll show you another product that I just made for babies. And I did put the carrot puree in here as well, so that's why you get that nice, beautiful yellow color. Like a very light, mild yellow orange almost. Okay. So I did get a dozen out of here, bars out of this. I think you can see, pretty much see that. But I want to take these gloves off. I don't want to touch the outside of the bottle with anything. So what else I have is some diaper balm. And this one has zinc oxide in it, so it's more like one of those well-known brand name diaper balms. But I'm also going to do another one that does not have the zinc oxide in it. There's controversy as to whether or not the zinc oxide should be in there for infants, but it's been around since, well, since probably I was born, I'm sure. My mother used it, but I certainly used it for my son. It makes a really nice barrier on the skin, and it doesn't have the website when I put it up. The other one, again, will not have the zinc oxide in there because it's up to, you know, each person which one they would prefer to use. So again, this is going to be, the soap will be available. Well, it's going to probably, this is probably going to need a cure much longer than a normal soap, which is usually would be like March 17th. So we could be looking at almost August for this one. If I let it go for the full 6 months, I'll be checking it each month to see where it's at. But typically for 70% olive oil, you want it to go as long as possible to get that so it's completely gentle and completely saponified. So again, I thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you in the next video.